Hello everyone, I'm standing very close to the border with Gaza Strip. Actually right behind the camera we're talking about 1.5 miles or maybe a mile from the Gaza border. Right behind me there's a super interesting finding that is taking us back to the Byzantine time. The Byzantine time is actually when the Romans are actually turning into Christians, when the church is taking over at the 4th century AD and the center of the empire is moving to Constantinople. This time period until the Islam is coming here, until the 7th century, is super interesting. The land is inhabited with many people. And we have mostly Christian, local Christians, but also Jews that live among them. Super interesting. The area between Beersheba to Gaza is super inhabited with many communities, and one of these communities was found actually in a map from the 6th century, very famous one that was found in Jordan called Medaba. And the Medaba map, but over there's a community called Mais or Main or something like that, and over here, right next to kibbutz near Oz, they found the ruins of Maon or Mais, and this is the place right behind me. What they found over here, they found remains to a synagogue that takes us back to the 6th century AD, super interesting, very pretty mosaic floor. And you know what? Let's go see it. I'll take you, let's flip the camera so you can see how it looks over here. There's a kind of remains only of the floor. The ruin itself was abandoned in the 8th century, but the floor, the mosaic floor that was found here, actually you can see where the synagogue, the building was facing towards Jerusalem from here towards the northeast, and there was a cistern right next to the synagogue right over there. And you can see, first of all, the most important thing, the menorah, the very Jewish emblem. You can see the lions of both sides of the menorah, the lions of Judah. We see these motifs in many ancient synagogues in the land. You can see some Hebrew letters. This is Aramaic inscription telling us who sponsored the synagogue and the floor. And you can see some other motifs of animals and offerings and motifs that we find in churches and in synagogues in the land throughout this time of the Byzantine era. Actually, we know that in this town, there were some also Christians living. Not far away, a church was found here. Now, you know, this is just an example of a time that is not biblical, that shows us amazing findings here in the land that are taking us back and still influencing us today. I think it's super interesting to come over here to the Gaza border and see also the history. We should mention also the 7th century synagogue that was found in Gaza itself, and the mosaic with David playing the harp. I made a video about it, and you can scroll down or I'll post it, and it's in the Israel Museum today, the mosaic itself. This is Israel, full of story, full of Jewish history as well, and just come and see it. Follow, subscribe, tell your people. Let's tour Israel together. See you in the next video.